Welcome, masterminds. This video is going to be all about recruiting counter agents. These guys unlock at the exact same time as the quantum chemists. They unlock at the point of the main story where you have defeated the antagonistic super agent. Playing as Emma here, I beated John Steele Sr., and I have a video about that. But let's get into breaking down the counter agents. Okay, so I recorded an entire video about the recruitment process for the counter agents, and then it turns out my recorder was hung up and it didn't capture any of the video besides my webcam. Bizarre and completely a failure, but it just follows the same recruitment quest as you get for all of the other minions. You kidnap someone from the world stage, you build their trainer, you train them, and then you get to see what they really do. So these counter agents are the most advanced deception minion in the game. Now they train out of the valets, which then train into spin doctors, which have to train into counter agents. So these guys are supposed to be the ultimate tool to bring against the agents in your lair. The tooltip here says help support minions in the lair, operates various cover operation items, and increases spotting power. So let's break down what all of that means. Just like all the other deception minions, the counter agents are going to prioritize spending time here in the cover operation, talking to people in the casino. They'll talk to the hotel guests, and they will talk to agents, if at all possible, when those agents are targeted to be distracted. Now, the tooltip said that they would be able to operate different items in the cover operation. I have never seen them take any of the jobs here at these locations. I think the reason is because the game puts a higher priority on having valets operate these pieces of equipment, and because I have plenty of valets, there's almost always a valet with no job who can slot in and then fill in an empty shift, even if they are coming from across the lair like it must be happening here. So the counter agents don't actually take those jobs to fill in those spaces. Well, I say, isn't it kind of distracting to have to train in the same room as the sands of time? Well, I know. I think it's actually kind of bad. So I'm sorry if the sands of time are actually distracting here. I want to show what the training animation looks like for the cover agents. I just have the sands of time here because when I first picked it up, I didn't know. I mean, it doesn't tell you what it does in the tooltip, and it had a large radius of effect, and I had open space in the room, so I placed it down here where it could affect a lot of different items. And what it does is it improves the durability of anything with its effect, so techs don't have to come and service this training machine. What your agent here is learning to do is questioning people out of a police lineup here. You got a bunch of dummies he points, they drop down, come back in a chair, then he shines a bright light at their fake head, and he accuses them of doing something. So this is, to note, training a spin doctor, so you have to have a minion that trains into a valet that becomes a spin doctor that then becomes your counter agent. I love it. Now we have another counter agent that is helping train my spin doctor. Yes, write down his accusations, keep track, make sure he has good zingers. It seems like the real talent that the counter agent brings is being able to wear a full suit rather than the shirt collar and suspenders that the spin doctors have here. Adjust the glasses, and a new counter agent is born with a perfectly manicured beard and well-tailored suit, ready to go and sleep in style, because he was accusing those dummies for a very long time, and trust me, talking to nobody in an empty room gets exhausting. Okay, so here is the basic spin doctor talking to an agent. We're going to track their hit. They attack skill by 15 points and resolve by 10 points in that agent's case. Now, here we have our upgraded counter agent bringing their skills to bear against this agent. Awkward conversation, and there you can see again attacking skill and resolve. And here for another comparison is the socialite. All of these classes seem to do basically the same thing, so giving you the comparison of all of these guys. Here again, hitting skill and resolve, but not quite as much as what the counter agents were bringing. The counter agent's quest line brings with it 2 brand new items to bring into your casino. One of them right here is the Bookmaker. So this is where guests or agents can bet on sporting events on a delay, so you are able to set the odds in your favor. Reduces the skill of agents. Guests can gamble on sporting events across the globe. The feed is delayed and the odds are stacked. So you can set this to scam tourists or have it here to damage the skill of agents. And unique to this item is that it actually has spots for 2 valets to work the single item, and then guests can show up on one side or the other. So with 2 of them there, you're able to service twice as many people at the item. The other unlocked item is just like the first in that it allows 2 valets to work it to be able to service more personnel. This is the Cashier's desk. Reduces the resolve of agents. We don't accept good guy currency here, only gold. Perfect for your evil lair. Have them turn their money into chips to be able to spend at your casino. This is true for basically all casinos, and it makes you look legitimate. Once again, you can set it to scam tourists with a bad exchange rate, or you can leave it open to agents walking up and reducing their resolve. Together, these 2 really help round out the look of your casino and fill in the space. When I first started, I remember having just so much empty space, and I was like, I don't want to fill it in with just so many repetitions of games. But once you get here in the late game, you have a pretty bustling and robust cover operation available to you. The Cashier's desk and the, what is it called? The Bookery? The Bookmaker. They don't do anything like super crazy to the agent stats. They are mostly here to help add more variety of doing the same things to your casino. It could be that agents are more likely to visit these locations, but it's hard to tell as they have to wander through and take a pretty random path to get through your business establishment to be able to get to these places. Because they can be staffed by 2 valets and service more people than some of the other structures, they seem to be pretty effective at doing their job, what they claim to do. So they are definitely good additions to your base. And as with all of these deception minions, getting this final level is going to be essential for reaching the final tiers of schemes on the world stage. You're going to have to be training up deception minions to that counter agent level and then sending them off on missions. So you have to get them, and this is the benefit that you get while they are still in your base working your cover operation. The tooltip claims that they have higher spotting power than other minions, but that really doesn't seem to be super beneficial for the way the rest of their kit is structured. As a deception minion, they prioritize spending time here in the cover operation, and in the cover operation, agents rarely try to disguise themselves. The counter agents rarely are just wandering through your lair, so they're probably not going to add their spotting power to infiltrating agents that have come into your hallways. It's nice, I guess, that they're able to have higher spotting power. Maybe later on in the game you're going to have some agents that are coming through here that are disguised all the way in the cover operation, and then you're able to get more focus on them to deter them, to distract them and break their resolve and skill. But otherwise, that seems like a kind of wasted piece of the counter agent's kit. So there you go. That is the counter agent, the final level of deception minions in Evil Genius 2. These guys look sharp and snappy. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment for how you have tried to use your counter agents, what they have been able to do for you, and subscribe if you want to see more Evil Genius 2 content. I am Ben Teddy Ninja. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good one.